H.O.G.
Cheddar, hey, grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, black, let's get it, black. Hey, discrimination and hating got put through all that. Big dog, CEO, I wear all hats. Never lied to you once, I spit all facts. That was our people sprayed with the water hose. That was our women raped and then called hoes. How I'm done, my ancestor taught your child to read. Not to mention all the resources we created. Why they didn't want to see black families together. Would it be too strong with two parents at home? Young nigga better listen to this pimpin'. Don't you ever let the police get you slipping. Fuck playing with guns, educate yourself. Now lead your son. You gon' treat your lady right if you respect your mom. Otherwise, treat your opposition how it comes. You're only a slave if you think you one, nigga. Yeah. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, black, cheddar, black. Hey, I'm just a king from the south. I had a dream like Martin, I hope I live it out. Hey, black on black crime, it's a new time. It ain't just the opposite, I gotta watch mine. They smile in your face.
H.O.G Podcast, what it do, man? It's your girl, Lil Chad. Yay.
Hey man, what it do? Welcome to another episode of the H.O.G Podcast show. Y'all know what it is, June the 7th, Friday night, man. And this is how we do it. I'm your host, Cheddar.
Man, if it ain't a snow bunny, it ain't no mother. CEO got it. We're going on.
Financial Lee is in the building. What's happening?
Hey man, y'all know how we do it, man. There's three things you gotta do to be a hog or hog hit, man. One of them is to stay prayed up.
The other one is to stay papered up.
You got to stay pulled up, man.
What you got, bro? What that is? What that?
This is the Starbucks Deluxe.
That boy said the Starbucks Deluxe. I got some good H2O in my little H.O.G cup tonight, man. But look, we tuned in to the
Niggaberry. Niggaberry mix.
By any means, you know what I'm saying, episode right here on the H.O.G Podcast show. I think we was referencing it towards like action of change. So, you know, by any means, we gotta change what's going on, the things that we see when we go outside, the things that we see in our society, our everyday life type thing, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap into it. If y'all got birthdays, please put them in the comments.
What up, Tay?
We'll do our best to keep our eye on the comments and get birthday shots out at the break. Also, Town Business Spotlight. Y'all know how we do it, man. Welcome to the H.O.G Podcast show. Friday night.
It's Friday.
Hope everybody feeling good, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool.
Ain't that what we was referencing it to, though, Lee?
It's the week of the bubble guts. That's what this is.
National Bubble Guts Week.
Yes, man.
That was my week last week, you hear me? Like, after in Oakland, I ate some street food, and I'm talking about, like, it was fire. But the next day, nigga, I'm talking about, like,
straight sliders.
man, sliders, all type of shit, earthquakes. Yep. So, man, so talking about what the topic is tonight, the by any means thing, I think we was referencing that towards that, or am I mistaken? Were we referencing that towards?
That's what we was talking about.
Okay. So towards change. And basically we was talking about, like, not just saying, you know what I'm saying, hey, y'all young brothers need to change or whatnot, but what the fuck funny, man? Hey, but like
not need to just change, but like not just saying it. Basically, like giving them the action to want to follow or inspire them to follow. I think that kind of what it was. So we're gonna touch on that tonight. You know what I'm saying? Share this junk to a young brother, to a young partner. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's coming up, shout out to Tay Dawson in the building. What's up, sis?
Yeah. Tay had them flow masters right there.
She said she had them joints yesterday. All right. So hey, we got something coming. Shit. In the past month or so, everybody done had the bubble guts or whatever.
The past week, shit.
Yeah, you was in it like what, a day or two ago.
Fuck yeah, Popeyes fucked me up.
That's great.
They motherfucking ass is bad over here, boy.
Ooh,
God damn.
pandemic.
Yeah, me bad. Oh, nah, G. I'm like, they didn't do me like that. They had me hurt, and I was fucked up.
Right. That's crazy. By any means, though, man, we got to do what we got to do to help change the community and what's going on out here in the streets and stuff like that. I know it seemed like easy said, but harder done, you know what I'm saying? Because we talked about it last week, and I feel like, that's just some shit like you just can't just say that. And it made sense when you said, like, but what is we going to do about it, though? Like, what's the action towards the change? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I think that's a very, very important thing because, like, the generation that we coming up against now, they have to see certain things. And even when they see the right things, you have to persuade them in the right way to get their attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just talking about the change ain't nothing. You got to really be able to show them that and, like, okay, you can make this amount of money without risking this. Your life, you know what I'm saying? Your freedom. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, feel like that what it was on, like, just hitting on it. And there's a whole lot of shit been going on this week. Boston won too, like goddamn. Got
Yeah.
Somebody was talking all that shit the other day.
Yeah.
Porzingis. Don't forget that. Porzingis. I said specifically.
Yeah, okay.
He said specifically.
Porzingis. I told you.
Yeah. I feel like Boston a good team to take it though. I don't know though. It's just up in the air with these two teams.
Can't nobody get hurt on Boston. They're gonna be in trouble. Porzingis ain't gonna last that long.
Exactly.
He only got to last 3 more games.
only. Right. He been gone though. Where he been?
So by any means, man, that sounds like some Malcolm X type shit. Somebody else break it down on what it is, like what it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for me, by any means necessary, meaning you gotta be willing to sacrifice stuff. Like a lot of people don't want us to straighten up. They don't want us to make headway trying to make changes in the culture because then they lose. And they try to make it seem like it's this racism, it's this separatism type of deal when we don't want to intermingle with them. We want to just intermingle with our people and build up our people and build up our culture. But it's like there can be no racism. We don't have the power to be racist. Separatism is we needed to be separate because look at what integration did to us.
Yeah,
we got a whole bunch of lawless shit going on. Emotional ass little dudes running around beating their chest like they grown men and shit.
Right.
But emotional as a damn woman.
All for the sake of a body.
So I feel like the machine loses if we can get a handle on that. If we can start to inspire our young men to aspire to have dreams that don't include penitentiary chances. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like taking action,
Yeah,
taking
I mean,
taking back
and,
over the
and fuck
hands-on
what they
game.
gonna do, cause you know they gonna do something. I mean, like, come on, bro. We didn't talked about this. J. Edgar Hoover was intent on breaking down the 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 black, like the strength. It
Hmm.
was, like people don't really understand like why the Black Panther Party ended up how it ended up. That man was on a one-man warpath, and he used the FBI as his motherfucking soldiers, his army, to destroy that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, think about it though. Free breakfast programs. You know what I'm saying? They patrolling the neighborhoods, making sure the police ain't harassing people. They making sure the neighborhood is safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Hmm.
ain't a whole bunch of drug dealing and gang banging and killing, from one street to the next. It ain't a lot of that shit going on. It's a
Hmm.
lot of teaching going on. It's a lot of the right type of teaching going on. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Afrocentric teaching, the shit we need,
Right.
the shit that instills a different type of confidence in us, because we know the system is against us, but what can we do within the system without knowledge? So it's, when I say by any means necessary, I mean, like, you got to be okay with the fact that a motherfucker gonna try to come kill you about this shit.
Hmm.
But that's how they feel about their money, man.
Facts. And they know once you enlighten somebody that it can stop something that they may have going on. Or like you said, they scared for us to know certain things like that. And getting back to that, it's gonna take them type of things. Like, it's some people out here that's doing it, but it ain't enough people out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's giving back and doing that same type of thing. Like, whether it's food every day or clothing, we just don't hear about it as much.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other shit, you know what I'm saying, that go on, like the black on black
Well,
crime,
you
and
know,
you know what I mean. So it's a lot of cycles that we gotta break, like for us, like people, for sure. It's a
yeah,
whole lot of cycles that we gotta break. But starting there, like treating people how you want to be treated, I mean, that's probably like the easiest way to do it.
it really is. It's really that simple, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like the easiest way to do it, but it's like, lifestyle and everything, what everybody else expect of you. You know what I'm saying? People that worry about that type of thing, that's the problem, because a lot of people are doing things and making these actions out of what another person would think, or emotions, or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things we need to have, like emotional class. Like, I see, like that we need emotional education as well. You know what I'm saying? Even grown people, they need that. Like the free breakfast shit, like how to deal with your emotions, woman and man. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll help a lot of stuff that's going on in the black community and the black culture. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to make it like we just focus on that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta change first in order to be able to make the change for the other people.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
cause they know, they understand. They understand that it was some fucked up shit happened to this group of people. It's some people that got to experience some shit that they ain't even got nothing to do with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, imagine what's going on in different cities when it comes to the racial part of things. And, you know, that's just a small piece of the shit, though, The main
Bruh,
thing,
my
main thing is us.
sister-in-law, my sister-in-law sent me a video of a high school graduation.
Hmm.
And in that graduation, you know how they line up, you get your diploma, shake hands, whoop de whoop de whoop, on down the line, right?
Yeah.
So this school district's superintendent was a black man. Her dad didn't want his daughter to shake the black man's hand. So before his daughter could approach this black man, he walked up on the stage and like moved him out the way, bro.
Huh?
I said, man, he walked up on the right dude and did that shit. Cause any dude I know would have fired his ass up right there, right then. Don't matter where we at, cause why you approach me like that, putting your hands on me, bro? You don't know me.
What?
And but see, you got to think about it. Like, what's the reason for that too?
Yeah,
Like, it
like
got to
you,
be a reason
like
behind him doing
legit.
it.
Like I'm to my brother, shit was crazy. I could not believe what I was watching, bro. Let me see if I can send this shit to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy
that's
for
crazy.
real.
Yeah.
That's crazy for real, right there. Yeah, this shit, man. Hey, a whole lot of stuff going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers just got to stay up on top of their stuff. You know. And I don't mean to cuss as much. Just I'm feeling myself a little bit right now. I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't like vulgar language, go ahead and exit the building right now. You know what I'm saying? We emphasizing tonight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But for real though, you know, we gotta start at the crib. Like that's the whole thing, man. Like just man, pouring everything that you know there's some good knowledge into another person that's younger than you that you may see going down them same roads, man. That's the biggest part of it. Reaching out to the youth, letting these folks know that we love them. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't
Mm-hmm.
gotta be your child though. It's just like a little person that you see that's like your son or like your daughter. You know what I'm saying? That you supposed to have that same love for a child that ain't yours. You know, because
Right,
they the
right,
future. It's like the village gone, bro. Ain't no more village stuff like. The
right.
grandmas ain't like how they used to be. You know, the whole system of how it used to be just ain't set up. The support
Yeah,
ain't the same no more. You know what I
nah.
mean? And if it is, you know, you have to. It's certain incentives or something that come with it, but like
But
it ain't like the
the
old
people ain't
days.
the same, bro. The people ain't the same. We talked about that. The trust ain't the same, bro.
It's
Like I
not
can't, I can't trust people how my grandmama and them used to trust people. You feel me? Like it's
right.
just people are morally bankrupt these days, and I don't even really understand why. Because the more you do things to hurt people, the more hurt that come back to you. Like even if the person that you did something to don't hurt you, the world gonna hurt you for hurting people. You know what I mean? Being a scammer, being a fraud, being fake all around. And always having them type of intentions when you come around. Like when people see you coming, they already know what you about type shit. Cause it's
Right.
like,
You
you know,
predictable. You
yeah, and it's
predictable.
like we have too much of that going on in our communities and in our families now. People that just don't give a fuck about doing what's right. They gonna get it however they get.
Right.
And so you're not trusting your kids with nobody like that. And you damn sure not accepting nobody like that trying to discipline your kids. 'Cause I know I wouldn't. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Facts.
Bro, you morally bankrupt. You
Gon'
can't tell my kids shit.
gonna have to.
I'm gonna bring somebody on your podcast. What you gonna do for me if I bring some people on your podcast?
Your ass
But,
funny as hell.
I mean, that's one of the things, man. Like you said though, like we can't police each other because it's shit in the way. Every time it's obstacle after obstacle, right? We can't have community because we can't trust motherfuckers. And if we can't have community because we can't trust motherfuckers, we can't police nothing.
Right. So
Yep.
there goes the village. There goes
Yeah.
the village. Because you
Because we
know
need the
now
village to
you
police.
think about this, like back in the day, like a person wouldn't even get mad at you coming to them about their child.
Right. They
Now,
really
now,
would.
now we so uneducated about like the village type thing and the parenting and stuff like that that we don't even understand it. And when it's brought to us something about our child, we instantly get into defense. We
Exactly.
don't listen to understand no more. We only listen to respond. And then you get two hot head mamas or they both ain't got the fathers in the crib or the fathers in the crib and they don't know how to mediate. They don't know how to
Yeah.
fix shit. And
Yeah.
it clash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know, man, my brim, my little level of things, I ain't raising that type of shit for real.
No,
I
not
ain't
not at
doing that.
all.
So
I remember, when, whenever, like going to like daycare or school or any of that shit, right? And like the teacher would tell your, tell your mama something that you did or whatever, and like I think back then I didn't realize like, motherfucker, your mama know you. So if this adult tell your mama you did something, she not just believing what that person is telling them. She is also putting two and two together with what she know about her child.
Exactly. She know the good and the bad.
You feel me? So
I know.
like a lot of them times I got my ass whooped, it was because I did that and I needed my ass whooped.
Right.
You know?
Tay Dyson put nowadays people don't even want you getting onto their child when they're acting out. Whereas back in the day,
It was okay to do so.
yeah, the
The
problem
problem
now
now
is the
is
kids are having kids, right?
kids are here.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it is though. And it's like the kids having kids and then the grandma still wanna be a college student. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that to be funny. I'm just being real. And
Yeah.
some of it come from trauma. Everything that we talk about on the podcast, some of it come from trauma, like not being able to have that support when they was growing up, or they had a child when they were 14 and they feel like that they didn't get to live their life. So I mean, we can't beat them down about it. Neither we got to try to understand as best as we can. But I mean, it's just a lot of cycles that we got to break to get to that space.
Yeah.
Mentally,
I mean,
mentally.
I don't think we need to beat nobody down about any of it. You know what I'm saying? It's more more like we need to love each other through it. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta love each other through it because the hating and got us to where we at now. You know, that design hate, that purposeful, counterintelligence within our communities that took some of the most powerful leaders that we had away and basically left us with no inspiration because they took Malcolm, then they took Martin, they took Fred Hampton, they took Huey Newton, all of these guys that if we had protected these guys, you know, our culture would look different because they were doing things and inspiring different things within the culture that was catching fire. And that's why, you can't, bro. Do you realize what we look like as a strong people, bro? Look at the small things that we do together and how powerful those things are. We do little shit. We don't support each other, so it's pockets. But in any of them pockets that you look in, bro, it is highly successful shit going on. Geniuses that you don't know about that look like you and me, motherfuckers that's graduated high school and college at the same time type shit. Motherfucker graduated high school, then the next day graduated college with a fucking bachelor's and a master's. Why we don't hear about more of that?
Right.
Successful black financial investors. Why we don't hear about that? The black man that's made $1 billion on Wall Street. You feel me?
Yeah. I just heard of a young lady graduating at the age of 15, like finishing high school at the age of 15. So it's possible. It can be done. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you said, you got to show. We got to have better showmanship like nowadays. And like be patient when you trying to show somebody something because like a lot of people that know shit for real, they can get them paid or get somebody else paid. They ain't going to move at the pace that you want them to do. It's just like the teacher in school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's not going to move like at your pace. If you ain't getting it, she kind of keep going because it might be
it's the process.
10% of another student that's able to pick up quick like she teaching and she can't slow down. So, that's understanding and stuff too. You have to. Everybody don't learn on the same levels.
It's the process, bro.
Yeah.
Most of the time, when a person can't move at your pace, it's because you yourself can't figure out the process. I can use myself as an example with the fucking math class this past semester, going from literally failing that motherfucker with like scores like 20s and 30s. To finishing that hole with like a 74.
The effort.
Like that shit took effort. But like I said, I was missing parts of the process. I didn't understand how to work this system where we had to go get the schoolwork from. I didn't realize that the online homework was here and it was available type shit. You know, it was a lot of shit that I was missing. I was out of practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so my ability to work the process was fucked up. But once I got my ability to work the process together, I was cool.
By any means
You
necessary. You
absolutely correct. You absolutely correct.
right.
That the teacher can't slow down. She can't go at everybody's pace. She can only go at one pace. That might not suit the masses, but I guarantee you it suits somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then you gotta have that ambition to be able to, if you ain't getting it like this, somebody you might be cool with in class getting it and they willing to show you that without no, you know how the stuff go, man. Like, you know, it's like that even in the school thing, from the school to the streets to the jobs or whatever.
Mm-hmm,
Things
mm-hmm.
that you can benefit off without having to go to college for and stuff like that. People ain't gonna really give you that game. Like, you know, I feel like that's a fucked up phrase. Like people say like the game is to be sold not told. So but then we turn around and say we are our brother's keeper. You feel what
No,
I'm
we're not.
saying?
Not
You
if
know
you
what I
trying to
mean?
sell him everything he need to know to
Yeah,
be successful.
yeah. So and don't get me wrong, it's some people like, you know, you ain't gonna get a game to nobody you don't feel like that'll benefit you
Yeah,
by giving them the game. Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know. But at the same time, if you see drive or you see something in a person that you know that can probably inspire them to do better than what they doing, I feel like that should be a natural like gesture. That should be a natural thing that you should do.
yeah,
Present that game, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't
yeah,
gotta be, you know how it is every time we come
yeah.
around, anybody
Just
that's around
present the
me,
path. That's what I
yeah.
do with these little dudes, man. I present the path. Hey, bro, look, it. I know what it's like where you at right now. I've been there, but it could be like this if you just decide this, and this. You feel me? I ain't forcing you no way. I ain't forcing you neither way. What I'm giving you, what I'm doing is presenting options to you. You can take them or you don't take them, and you keep living how you living. But if you living how you living, and we having this conversation, it's obvious to me that you don't like how you living.
Yeah.
So in my time on this earth, I done learned some shit the hard way. I can keep you from learning some shit the hard way. All you gotta do is listen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
That's
be
true.
that. I want to be that example of what not to be. I'm cool with that. I'm really okay with that because if you done been through what I done been through in my life, then what you realize is sometimes some of us we go through the path we go through to be an example for others of what to or what not to be.
We got some comments in there too, Jay Scott and Tay, if you want to read them,
That
Jones.
one, let me see. That one, Jay said people are more concerned about judging the parents rather than correcting the kids. Yeah, yeah,
Facts.
yeah. Tay said we got to be the examples and not be so quick to give up and turn our backs on loved ones, talking down and negative against them. Yeah, that's we hit that too for sure.
Facts.
And
We
then
get hyped.
yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. We get hyped off negativity instead of positivity. Now, the world changed so much, real talk. And with her saying that, that's a mouthful because like that's everything we praise, but they could be something as small as me sharing something that that is like the P Diddy thing in a sense. Like me
Yeah,
sharing something like that, somebody can feel like that. He promote negativity, this and that. No, it's just funny and shit like that to me. You know what I'm saying? Because certain people that we give this power to, we put these prideful feelings into these people by the way we receive them when we see them. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
And that make them act out in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
everybody human, so you know, um, I feel like that's a real good point.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I ain't really never understood that though. Like that the eagerness and the exuberance that people get from like seeing other people down. Like I ain't never really understood that shit. It to me is it's like I don't know. My wife used to always ask me like when somebody at the grocery store like walk up to you and ask you for something, why do you just give them, whatever? I'm like, cuz, man, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like that's my heart. I ain't if I got a 20 I can spare, I'm gonna drop that on that person, man.
Yeah, especially if I feel it. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be like if I feel it, cause I see a lot of people out here that be in those positions, but they not humble as they need to be, or I would say like respectful. Sometimes they come at you like you gotta give them something, like you owe them something, or you put them in that situation. And I'm the type of people that mess it up for people that's really out there like for a reason and a cause. You know what I'm saying? Like they really messed up. They trying to crawl back. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep that thought. It's the halftime break right now. Gotti, take us about this jump, man. We'll be right back, y'all. Keep this shit live.
What's up? It's CEO Gotti. Just talking to the club owners out there over here, Germany, United States, no matter what country you are in. I'm working a deal for boat designs. So boat designs, you'll get your design for the entire month. If you're really active on the club scene, your entire designs for the entire month in 2 to 3 days. You know what I mean? Real quick, like really don't waste time. You get your details together. Shoot me what you need, and I'll get you together real quick. But that's only at Bugatti Visions. It's the only place where you're going to get this type of service, that type of speed, that type of quality. You heard me? All right.
man, welcome back to the H.O.G Podcast show, hardest podcast on the planet, man. Y'all know we talking tonight, man, by any means. If you ain't caught up, man, go back and rewind. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time to backtrack. You know what I mean? We back like we never left, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know what we do after the break. We do the birthday shots out, town business spotlights, man, and just get y'all in tune with what's going on and what's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So this week, I don't get no person that birthday that I can remember. So if anybody from the family or from the town watching, put it in the comments. As I said, we'll shout it out. It is Trap birthday this month, though. My cousin, rest in peace, Trap. His birthday gonna be on the 20th. So
Yes,
on the 20th, whatever weekend that is, on that podcast weekend, nigga, we taking 32 shots or whatever it is, because that's gonna be his age. That's gonna be his age. We're gonna try 32 shots. So man, you gotta get some shit that you gonna drink that's gonna have you mellow. You know what I'm saying? But we wrapping it up for him.
It ain't no motherfucking thing gonna have you mellow after 32 shots. Shit.
That's pushing it, ain't it? But now, in other words, look, in other words,
90, Joyce Morris, she celebrated her birthday on June the 5th.
Okay. Happy birthday, George Martin.
Morris.
Joyce Mari.
Morris.
Okay. Morris. Okay.
Yeah.
Morris. George Morris. Shout out to her. Corday's birthday this month, too, on the 29th. He going to be the big 14. So,
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Shout out to
you.
Shout out to Lil Hog, you know what I'm saying? He growing up on me, getting beards and mustaches and voices and stuff. And you know what? Hey, speaking on it, man, by any means type thing, like, by any means, we got to start teaching these kids how to earn things, too. And that'll help change. That'll help change. And I had a detail that I did today. And I got up pretty early today, you know what I'm saying? And one did some things, came back to the house and got straight to the detail. And he was like, yeah, Dad, you got a car coming or something? I was like, yeah, I got a customer coming by. And he always get excited when it comes to getting money. But, you know, sometimes he'll come out, he'll do a good job every time he come out, but sometimes you take like excessive breaks. You constantly going in the crib, and then you coming at the crib, and then you expecting what you think you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pay you what your job worth, what you do. You know what I'm saying? But it was funny because I explained it to him today. I said, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a little bit frustrated because like my little outlet thing kept going in and out because of too much power or whatever. So I was like, hey man, I said, hey, you keep going in and out, bro, you ain't gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take too many breaks, you know what I'm saying? I need you active out here. I need you to be like, especially if this is something you want to do and learn how to do on your own. We got to teach our kids like on how to, if a customer say they want this particular thing, like then you try your best to get towards that. That's how you keep customers coming. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you build brand loyalty.
Exactly.
By giving your customers what it is that they require.
Right. And what you said you was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes you might have jobs that's tougher than what you can do. But then you need to explain that up front. Like, okay, this is it. I ain't going to be able to do this part, but this I can do. You know what I'm saying? And that's keeping your name good and stuff like that. Just giving these kids something to do early, man. Like, being able to go out and push lawnmowers down your neighborhood block and knock on doors and make you a couple dollars for whatever it may be that you want. Yeah. Some extra clothes for school. Not that you got to do it, but nowadays, the village thing has to come back because it got to be safe for these kids to be able to do this. Like we say that, hey, you need to get off the game. You need to go outside. You need to do this. But in all honesty, like I feel like you safer in the house to me nowadays.
Hell yeah.
Cause it's too much, you know, it's too much going on, like just innocent bystanders getting hit by certain things, like you out shopping, just running the errand to go back to the crib and end up lose your life nowadays with no cause or reason. No cause or reason. And that's another thing we have to understand, cause and reasons, to be able to change and get into like different places in life, you know what I'm saying? I done learned that a lot within these last couple years, just like dealing with people and being able to see like, okay, you don't have to. You have to listen to understand where everybody else coming from,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you elaborate, you don't have to elaborate on everything everybody said. You just make a general statement, like a summary, basically. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And reacting and everything. Like you don't have to react to things. I've learned that a lot. I'm so blessed and thankful that I done get a little bit more patient when it comes to dealing with people that may irritate me or, you know what I mean? They might don't know, but like just myself, like, say like bosses at work or whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? People that put in the place to push your buttons. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a lot of things that we got to work on too with them, like changing, like showing it on an everyday basis. Like, okay, I'm talking change, but you seeing change. You seeing that I ain't coming home yelling at you no more. I'm being a little bit more patient now. You get to doing too much. I had to tell you 4 or 5 times. You might hear a cuss word. You might hear the voice pitch go up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Sewers. How you gonna misspell the name, Tay?
Tay, she got another birthday shout out. She said, shout out to my cousin Bishop Williams E. Sewers Jr. Damn, that boy got a long name. He said his birthday is today. May you continue resting in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bishop, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's because of I really stopped going to church after that. I did. That was when I went to basic too, basic training. Yeah, passed away. Just went to go get a little minor surgery or something on the throat.
Yeah.
And didn't make it out the surgery.
How old was he?
How old was he, Taylor? Late 30s. I think he was late 30s.
Man.
Or early 40. But yeah.
Man, prayers up for anybody that lost somebody this year throughout life or whatever, man. That's a lot of things that we feel like too that, people say that it's gonna be okay or that it's gonna be all right. But bro, once you lose a piece of the puzzle or that chess player like I talked about like a couple weeks ago, like bro, they can affect your life in a major way if you ain't prayed up for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm speaking from like prime example of it. And it's just tough dealing with deaths and birthdays come up, you know what I'm saying? Times come by to where them memories come back about that person or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be hard for people to go forward with life. You get tackled by so many different things especially when you. That's why I wrote 3 pointers down in the break, man, about by any means and like just like self, like actualization, like Lee would say, to where like learn how to love you first, like learning things like that, learning how to love yourself first, or teach you how to treat people. You know what I'm saying? That's first. And then learning how to be okay with being alone. Like it's all right not being with a group of people and following people and stuff like that. You actually build strength when you like that because you ain't clouded no more. Now you can figure out your talents. Now you can figure out your drive, your ambitions, the things that God wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? What you put here for, your purpose, things like that. A lot of times it's clubbing and going out, nigga want to play the video game every day and smoke weed and all that. That ain't doing nothing but clouding you because by the time you get to the crib, you tired or you want to eat. And right after you eat, you going to smoke again and go to sleep. For real. And then being able to learn how to be patient with yourself in the learning process. You know what I'm saying? And when I say the learning process, I'm saying learning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Other things as well, but learning yourself though. You got to be patient with yourself because I feel like any good person is gonna critique themselves more than others. And that leads back to the, if I critique myself and, hold myself accountable, then I'm gonna expect people that I deal with to do the same thing.
Yep. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Town Business Spotlight, man. We're gonna send this junk out to my Stuck in Reality podcast down there in West Memphis, Arkansas. Shout out to my boy Nick Merritt. This man got the internet going crazy right now. He made a statement about some single mamas and stuff and how they should be humble. Like they should be humble basically and humble and I don't want to misword it right, but like it was in those type of ways, like humbled and happy that somebody want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? With having kids and stuff like that.
Oh, oh, okay. I know he
Man,
got some hell behind that, boy.
man, man, they've been going crazy though.
I know he
But
got some hell behind that, boy.
I like his stuff, and we got to definitely get him on here. We supposed to have him on here for the toxic femininity thing. We got to get the group of girls and really make that happen because he be stirring up some stuff, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to him, man. He be doing his thing.
Yeah, I know he ready.
West Memphis Town Business.
Yeah, he ready for war. Shit.
Also, man, but if you go check out his stuff though, because he got some good topics when it comes to like relationship type stuff, and he makes some real good. He stir up a lot of good stuff. But subscribers, man, we need them to keep going up. We appreciate everybody that's with us. You know what I'm saying? The 286 people that's been with us and following us and doing our thing. We really appreciate that. Also, make sure you like, share, comment, and utilize that stars program. You know what I'm saying? If we talking some shit that makes sense to you or that makes sense to somebody that you raising or makes sense to somebody that you intertwine with, man, hit the stars button. You know what I'm saying? That helps us with different things for us, like giveaways and stuff like that. So we appreciate everybody that's down. Hope y'all stay down, you know what I'm saying? Day ones, all that, you know what I mean? But what else? What you ain't spoke too much on it, got it. What you feel about it, man?
What specifically?
The by any means change, like, you know, what actions do you feel the OGs and the people that's in position need to put in front of these folks to make them know that it's real?
Jesus Christ. Bring whoopers back.
You think they're going to fix it, bring them
You need to bring the whoopers back. Sure do. Don't get in the way when you see somebody get a whooping. A whole lot of things change when you can get a community ass whooping.
Man.
Yeah, and that's part of the thing that stopped. I mean, they messed a lot of stuff up too. Kids
you get corrected, but you get corrected right after that. You get told why. Especially if you know better.
Mm-hmm.
I know your mama, so I know you know better. That's what it used to be like.
Exactly. I hadn't heard that before. I got my ass whooped before.
Oh man, back in the day, that was the prime thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna get mad. Oh, you whooped him. I'm finna whoop him right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got about 2 or 3 of them.
Got your ass toe up and finna walk home and get your ass toe up again.
So you was very precise on making it decision again or taking that risk. Like, you know what's gonna happen. Right, you know what's gonna happen behind that. Come on now.
Don't get home think everything cool and then somebody showed up you didn't know was around knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Where your mom at?
Yep.
The village definitely need to come back though. I feel like that's one of the prime things that we need to kind of bring that back. Like Lee said though, like it's some people that just ain't right in the head enough to deal with people. They don't know how to talk. They don't have the proper tone. I know when I talk to other people, kids, I'm gonna talk to them like they not my kids. So, you know, my kids, I'm gonna tell you sit your butt down or sit your behind down or your A down or your A down if I need to. Another person kid though, I'm gonna do that in a different way because I know how I would react if somebody said something crazy to my child. Yeah. So understanding it and understanding that, you know, people have boundaries and people, you know, that's the only way we can get back to that village thing. But it's so far-fetched right now because we ain't been doing it. Like, it's like 2 decades that we ain't, you ain't seeing it really present like that. To where like people okay with you telling their child something. Man, the principal or the teacher say something, and the parents trying to fight the teacher. knowing that they kid do this and do that and do that and they do this, you know what I'm saying?
Auntie Mama in the building. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
auntie, what's it do? So yeah, we gotta stay on their behind about that.
Tay said they taking God out of everything. Look at the students showing out in the schools now. Showing out. Showing out. She sound like somebody old too much showing out.
Yeah, they ain't playing around though. Like but it's because of what they see though too. They see that I can make $1 million just rapping, just using my words. So that's the more common thing for them to do now. Ain't nobody trying to be lawyers, doctors, teachers,
Yeah. Don't
counselors,
care
nothing
about none
like
of that
that.
stuff no more.
Yeah, it's either rapper or athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are dead set on taking away from the community. We ain't trying to give shit back.
Man,
You want that's the best way to do it right now. You gotta put a rainbow flag on it, then they'll pay attention.
yeah.
Bro, I remember in elementary school, Guthrie Elementary on Chelsea in Memphis, Tennessee, Smoky City. For those who know, if you know, you know. Uh, Roy Logan, man, that was my first principal. That man would beat your ass if you broke his rules. I'm talking about. We used to have, you know how you go to the lunchroom and you talking with your friends and shit. Like we used to have quiet day. And I never understood why we used to have quiet day. Like, why we can't talk? Like, what's the point of having quiet day? But it's
Yeah.
discipline. It's discipline.
Yep.
And you don't, and we don't, we don't. First of all, we don't do things like that to build and enforce discipline no more. And then we don't support it.
That's the biggest.
You know what I'm saying? I promise you, if I could trust that if my child needed to be disciplined physically in the school and they was getting it with fairness, I would be fine with it. But it's like you can't trust nothing, man. You got pedophiles that's principals and teachers and school officials and administrators and shit. I mean, it's like I said, bro, morally bankrupt. So it's like how do you how can you be comfortable with community nowadays, knowing that people are how they are and they not trying to get no help and they think it's okay?
Right. And like you said, that even leads to some family too. Like it ain't just the community because the village includes everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like some people ain't even comfortable leaving their kids at their family member's house.
for real. Like that ain't
So
no lie.
so what gonna make you feel comfortable with a next door neighbor doing the things that you
Exactly.
say? You know what I'm saying?
I can't even trust my family. I damn sure ain't trusting nobody outside it.
And gonna be the pure mess at you. You know what I'm saying? If you even, I'm trying to keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I wanted to say, but you know.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
I did. It but we gotta make positive change. We gotta make necessary change. We gotta be willing to take what's gonna come with making the change.
Mhm.
For me, that's where I feel like a lot of people be hung up on. They get hung up on that part. Like, man, I'm gonna have to lose a lot to push this type of piece. I'm gonna have to lose a lot. I'm gonna be in on the right side of the wrong law type shit. For real.
And we gotta educate these people that's coming into our country that think they know shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gotta educate people that come over here that may look like us that feel like they got it figured out and they benefit off the culture but don't really know what the pain the culture that went through prior to them coming over here getting whatever. And that ain't no biased statement. That's like some real shit because I experienced some, like oftentimes though, and it's always with this older group of people, bro. Like they always come off with this like, you know, like the shit I was telling y'all about the lynch shit. I mean the what I was saying, the Jim Crow. You remember I was mentioning to y'all about this. So like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like, you know, it's certain things that you have to try to not bite your tongue about, but you have to educate people like that look like us for real, so we can help that change too. Because a part of a lot of the things that why we don't see change, because people do be quiet. Like when you just speaking about like the quiet lunches, I remember having them in my high school. Quiet lunch to where you like, you know what I'm saying?
You
I
can't
get
talk.
exactly. Yeah, you can't talk, and if you talk, it's consequences behind.
Yeah,
talking.
we used to get licks.
Yeah,
and he'll do it right there in the cafeteria in front of everybody. You hear that motherfucker going off sound like a gun.
and sometimes like now we look at it back like, oh my God, that was abuse. Nah, I think that wasn't abuse. That was structure, goddamn. That was structure. Cause now you see now the child trying to paddle a teacher or beat up the teacher. You see all these different reels, kids fighting teachers. So I get it, and I do feel like teachers need to be paid. It's a lot of elements that can help the change, you know. In order for these teachers and these mentors and different people to be able to deal with these kids, they need to have some good insurance, some good money, you know what I'm saying? Because these kids trying to fight, they hidden, they getting rageful, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to pay a motherfucker doctor bill if they get hit across the head by one of these little crazy little... For real. Ain't no home insurance, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got insurance on the school grounds? Like, okay, let me get that then. If one of these little ugly motherfuckers hit me, then let me get that, you know? For real. Man, put up that pay, and up them incentives and benefits and all that. We need everything. Yeah, because like we had teachers back in the day, bro. I know like teachers in West Memphis, Arkansas, like Miss Menace, I say, like a great teacher, bro. Like didn't give up whether she saying you was a bad person heading down the wrong direction or a good person that's focused on their grades. She showed the same attitude towards it all. You know what I'm saying? She was patient. You know what I'm saying? She made sure that you get it. Not just saying like, you know, like I was saying, like these teachers nowadays, they move fast. They don't care. They ain't spending no time trying to one-on-one with you or nothing like that. You got a slight few. You might have a less than 5% because of what's going on now, though.
But they not. But you hit it on the head though. They not getting paid to deal with what they are being forced to deal with, man. Like I don't care what you say, bro. You not paying me enough, paying me a teacher's salary, and I gotta come in here and possibly risk one of these kids putting their hands on me and then me not seriously hurting them.
Yeah.
Like that level of restraint, first of all, because man, like first of all, not all these teachers is just gonna take a L.
Nah.
You feel me? Like some of these teachers gonna put their hands back on the motherfucker.
We the same thing the reels have proven. The reels have proven. Please be cautious, kids. Like, don't think it's.
But it's like to have that restraint, man. To be able to not, because you know that mentally, this kid has a problem. If he'll lash out, or if they'll lash out at an adult and get physical with an adult, like that's a problem.
Yeah,
that's some shit that motherfucker need to be in therapy for.
Right. And probably need to talk to somebody. You too angry, you know what I'm saying? It's facts though. But like you said, they not counselors, they teachers.
They
so You got counselors at the school, you know what I'm saying? But teachers are teachers. So, yeah, we need to pay the teachers more, man. You know what I'm saying? Every city, every mayor, every whatever, whoever responsible for that, like, put that into play. These teachers do need some more money, though, for real.
They do. They
Seriously.
most definitely do.
Because I know my kid be getting on my nerves at home. So I know when
Mhm.
they go to school, ain't no
I
telling.
mean, I don't curse at nobody else's kids, but I damn sure curse at mine.
Oh, man. Hey, and I'm trying to get better with that though. But they know like certain stuff that they do, like they'll do stuff that my kids so crazy. They'll do stuff to irritate me to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They
I'm
know
not
they
trying to work
just
on it because if I curse, that mean they know they fucked up.
yeah. They come and mess with you like when you just chilling, like dad this, dad that, knowing that they getting on your nerves and stuff like that. But we gotta be
Where they
the
get that from though?
hey.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Shit, he ain't preaching to the choir yet, then. Like for real, you know. And just man, respect too though. Like I was for example, I was at a coordinating dance contest, and I think I said this before, but a young man was standing like okay, we in bleachers, so we right here. Then a young man was standing like above me over my head, but leaning over the rail though. You know what I mean? But you eating pizza and stuff, so I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, once I look up, he gonna know. Like, yeah, you know, this ain't where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I need to scoot over or something like that. So, like, I feel like those type of situations need to be taught at home. Like I tell my kids, like if you walk in between grown folks, I don't care if you ain't bump them or not. If you
Say
walk in,
excuse me,
yeah,
damn it.
exactly. That's just the right way to say stuff. You don't eat over people's head. Like that's something that you would think that would be natural. But I had to tell the young man, hey, step to the side of me, please. Yeah, don't eat over me, and you know what I mean. And some drip on me and shit like that. Like I ain't gonna take that lightly, for real though. You know what I'm saying? For real, I don't got no problem with telling nobody kid now, cause I ain't got a problem with nobody telling my kid now, as long as it's in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Especially if they in a situation to where like that's why I told my son, I said, now you see that? I said that type of stuff like will get you hurt with a stupid grown up. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for real.
With not even a grown up, a person that just got a kid and still out here living young. You know what I'm saying? Like they not gonna think about this a baby right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, move around. Like why you standing over my head eating? You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense ain't common though. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. It's not.
It's not common, and it's a lot of things we gotta, like God has said, put that leather back to them, put that leather to skin. I bet it'll change something.
Yeah.
But you gotta do that leather to skin before. Yeah, exactly. You try to do it at 13, 14, you might well go and throw the blows.
Yeah, for real. Like
punch them in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? Hit them where they don't bruise it, something like that.
Yeah, because the belt ain't gonna work at 13.
Nope. You gonna have to Willie Nelson some stuff.
We getting physical. We getting physical. If I grab you by your collar,
y'all hear me?
Yeah, with me. Now we do.
What the fuck?
I grab you by your collar. Yeah. The girls can get it like that too. Grab your ass by your collar too.
Ah man, what? Yeah. Don't play with it, man.
Oh, y'all get snatched up. Stop playing with me.
I try
to keep by the ear, like mama used to do your church. Get you by the ear, boy.
The best thing for them, you tell them no for everything for about a month. They gonna think you the craziest person on earth.
They can't take that.
Man, go straight relying on mama. Then you hear me? Man, look, I ain't gonna even ask you nothing. Hey, but little do you know, mama gotta come through me too. So appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate me not having to hear it, but still say no.
Yep.
But it's all love though, and I feel like we gotta do it out of love too though. When you trying to help these young folks change out here, or the people that's looking up to you or whatever, do it out of love. Have patience. Have some understanding about things. Cause I didn't have it like growing up. I feel like, you know, we was raised good, but we didn't have dudes that understood how to teach you how to be a presentable man. You know what I mean? A lot of us learned it on our own. You know what I'm saying? So now my way of giving back from what I was learning. I mean, what I learned and what I understood coming up. This is the way of doing it. Like just giving back to the youth, letting these young men understand that like it is a whole world out here. You see Gotti out there in Germany. How you think a nigga from Tennessee make it to Germany, man?
I mean, 17 years.
Come on, man. How did it happen? So you know it's a possibility to do anything that you want to do out here.
Get
You know
away
what
from
I'm
the
saying?
bullshit.
For
Get away
real.
from the bullshit, man. That's it. That's all I did.
Get comfortable with being alone, learning yourself and not being
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Learning yourself, pouring into your health, pouring into your energy, pouring into your meditation, everything that take you, bruh. A nigga be feeling so powerful when they be by themselves and just praying. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, I be feeling powerful for real, like a king at this joint. Like, nigga, I don't care who got more than me or less than me, nigga. I feel like I'm him. And I'm one of them people that God love, you feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, we be out here and we be in a, what you consider struggling, ain't even struggling to a person that's
For
really struggling.
real.
You see what I'm saying?
For real.
And you go out here and make a impulsive decision real quick on some shit because like you broke for a week or one day. It's a nigga that ain't ate for a month
You
or two,
feel?
or then
You
been
feel?
staying on the street for 6 months in his car, can't even take a real shower. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we don't stop and think about those type of things because, you know,
That's really why I'd be cool, bro. Cause like I don't know, somewhere along the line, bro, I kept hearing it can always be worse.
man,
It
it
can
can.
always be worse.
It can.
You know, it can always be worse, bro. And not just that, somebody always got it worse.
Mm-hmm. And if you look at life like that, then you're gonna be all right. You see what I'm saying? Somebody
Yeah.
do always get it worse. Some people ain't waking up to, well, like I said, you can't even take a hot shower, fam. You know how it's some people out here that ain't took a hot shower in months. But guess
Years.
what? They out there, they ain't acting like a person that get that. You know what I'm saying? They out there, they more peaceful when you see them. They respectful. They may beg here and there a little bit, but them homeless people, bro, they be like, them folks be having like, they understand a whole different level of life. So it's just like somebody was saying this, like, it was a post on Real on Instagram, was like, it was a KRS-One. He was saying that like he feel like old people should listen to younger people and younger people should listen to older people because it's an understanding that we got
It
to
is.
have to keep the world going
It
forward.
is.
You know what
It
I'm
is.
saying? And it's the same thing when they go to like homeless people or less fortunate people, people
Mm-hmm.
that you see like homeless people, bro. One thing about them, they know how to budget like a motherfucker, bro. And they know how to, all of the stuff that you look over because you got the job and got consistent money coming in, they use them abilities to make sure that they straight. So you think they homeless, but really they got stuff that they doing, whether it's giving plasma or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing them do a lot of different things,
Mm-hmm.
and it been in them some of them situations to where like you in between money and you gotta figure out ways to get money opposed to going out just taking something from somebody else or harming somebody to do it. That fast shit. You see what I'm saying? But hey, man, I said enough tonight. I've been running my mouth like a motherfucker tonight. What you got? What you got in closing, Lee?
Man. I feel like you feel, bro. Like first of all, you know, being it for my sons, you know, because if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing nothing. Uh, but then you know, also being it for young men that you know just don't have it because, bro, like more than we can probably change them not having, we can make ourselves available for them as resources when they are trying to make the right decision, but they just don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean when I say by any means, because like that's not just That's not just something that a lot of us want to do, because these young dudes, they be disrespectful, they be unruly, bro. And it's like you don't really want that energy around you, but it's like, come on, man. Like somebody gave you a chance.
Yeah, you can't give up on them. I get
Yeah,
what you're saying.
somebody took your disrespectful ass and still told you some shit that
Mm,
that worked for you, that
yeah,
helped you. So
facts.
why wouldn't you do the same thing? You know, this is how we this is how we keep this thing going. Old people, I agree exactly 100% with what KRS once said. Old people should talk to young people, and young people should talk to old people. Old people have continuity. Old people have seen walks of life that you won't ever experience, because when they experienced them, they made sure that they would be the last generation to experience it. You don't understand the power of that. What they did to get the equalities that we do have. You know what I mean?
Right.
When they was getting shit threw all on them, and hot coffee and crazy shit, cigarette butts being put out on them and shit, because they wanted to go sit at a restaurant at the counter and eat. You need these people, because the type of mental resolve that they had, we have lost. How many can we get 100 men to infiltrate communities and talk to these young men and give them gems and give them guidance? Could we do that? I don't think we could, because I don't think it's 100 men that care.
You know, and you know what? To add to that, and I'm gonna let you continue, but to add to that, we can't get 100 men to do that because there's 100 men trying to beat them young men.
That
You see what
too.
I'm saying?
And
Nowadays, it's
that's
a
the
hundred
word.
men. It's a
That's the
hundred
word.
men trying to be young and not go with the levels of life. Like, okay, college level, you gonna party, you gonna do this, you gonna have some babies after that, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then after you had them babies, now you got to start pouring time into. You got to stop being selfish. Then you got to
yeah.
stop pouring time into yourself in order to make their future okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we get delayed on the process. Like a lot of us get stuck. We have it like that. We know how to be fathers and be there and be protectors and stuff like that. But then we get delayed because we get distracted by other things,
Yep.
the club, and thinking we missing out on something by being with one woman, or you know what I'm saying. You know how it come, man. Crazy. But go ahead, bro.
Nah, I mean, I was through though. Like I was through. To me, it's just, like I said, by any means, and we gotta be ready and willing and able to take it. You know what I mean? To like really turn the corner and make affect change. You know what I'm saying? Like the conversations and shit. Like this part of the conversation is over. Like we know what we need to do. We know what we lacking at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no discipline, man. Ain't no respect. Ain't no accountability. You know what I mean? And like, you doing it for your own, but I mean, like, community is doing it for those who don't have it too.
Exactly. And like you said, and telling a young man that's not your son you love him. Telling a young woman that's not your son you love him, not in a sick ass way like some of these perverted ass niggas do.
Yeah,
But
bro.
what I'm
That's
saying is
I'm
like
on the nerve.
saying like looking at the community, being able to look outside and see a baby and see that they yeah, you I can see it in your eyes. You where I
Mm-hmm.
was 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how you change that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Here's how you change it, and not just words, but action. So, got it. What you got to say about it, man? Before we get out of here, closing.
I just think by any means, you just facing a lot of shit that you ain't been trained for. You facing fears. It's some fears gonna come with defending your family. It's a certain amount of fear that makes you prepare.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To protect. So a
Yeah.
certain amount of fear that is gonna push you to like greatness levels as far as education and shit. Like it's a fear. It's a fear of falling back. It's a fear of letting your mother down. It's a fear. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of respect too, but a lot of this shit is a bunch of fear because you can't see it. You can't see it right away. You can't see the kids doing better right away. The gun violence going down. You just can't see it. You can't.
Yeah, I agree.
But it take those certain those leaders that you said are gone, man. That it took a whole lot of not giving a fuck about that fear.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially in those days of segregation and shit like that, man. It's worse. It's worse now because we get shot by us.
Yeah, we do.
We get the dog sick on ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's an even more fear because we know the type of strength we had to have to make it through the day. And a lot of that strength comes from watching our own back from ourselves. So it's hard to see that shit, man. But like you said, by any means, it's like somebody gonna have to put their best foot forward. You know what I mean? This is just like when somebody pull out a gun in front of your kids and you ain't got no weapon on you. You still gonna step up.
Still gonna step in front of them, yeah.
Naturally too.
Hell yeah.
Naturally.
It's that type of, if we don't have that shit on a lot of levels and just growing, then it's already hard. You know what I mean? But one thing about it being hard is hard times don't last forever.
They don't.
Yeah, crazy, man.
Why you had to do that?
He getting sleepy, man. So there y'all have it, man. H.O.G Podcast show. Tonight we talked about by any means, man, relating it to change in our communities and our lifestyle and our everyday lifestyle, mentorship or whatever we doing towards the youth. You know what I'm saying? Next Friday we're gonna be talking. Put the phone down. Right here on the H.O.G Podcast show, man. A lot of y'all need to tap into this joint because, even myself, I do it. So we're going to go out like we came in, man. You already know what you got to do to be a hog or a hog get, man. You got to stay prayed up.
Got to stay papered up.
And you got to stay pulled up, man.
All right? We out of there, man.
What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? I say pray, I'm peppered, ain't no pole, that's a mo. I stay pray, I'm peppered, ain't no pole, that's a mo. I stay pray, I'm peppered, ain't no pole, that's a mo. I stay pray, I'm peppered, ain't no pole, that's a mo. You know auntie mama thumbing up, it's H.O.G, we coming up. They like, subscribe, and share. And it's about time we run these numbers up. Ain't nobody coming with the topics and the fly hitting. They been trying to duplicate the show. I guess they in they feeling. We don't care. Impact over likes is how we do it here. Come and get some gamers internationally spitting here. Minnesota and the Kansas. We got ties in Germany. Guests from Pakistan and Singapore. They rock.
Yes, sir.
Like.